Okay, so here are the answers to day one's problems, and notice all my answers are in those restricted domains and ranges. We talked about a few of these in class today, but check with each other, make sure you agree. 5 and 6, both A and B are undefined because the value they give you is bigger than 1, and so you can't do inverse sine or inverse cosine if it's not between that -1 to 1. Remember that, like, number 6 part C here, that's rationalized, so you have to think about that that's really saying -1 over square root of 3, so the answer is -pi6. And so you can pause this if you need it to look at it. If you have questions, we can talk about them tomorrow. And then hopefully you watched day 2 video, and I did all the problems. I will tell you that this day 2 is more like what you're going to see on your quiz on Friday, and like what you're going to see on the no calculator part of the test, of using this idea of working backwards. And so, again, just like what we talked about before, you can work through this and think about, like, if this value is in the restricted domain and range, then that's just the answer, right? So like on number 7a, sine of arcsine of -3 over 10, well, -3 over 10 is between -1 and 1, so the answer is just -3 over 10. But when you get down here to number 11, 5 pi fourths, 7 pi fourths, 5 pi fourths, those are not in our restricted domains and ranges. And so you have to think about what angle is that true for, or how would I get there? And so like 11a, 5 pi fourths is over here. So what angle in my restricted value is the same value as 5 pi fourths? Oh, that would be -pi fourths. So I want the arcsine for sine of -pi fourths. And if you can change it to an angle that you know, that's the answer, -pi fourths. That's the answer to this. So think about that. So I did 7a and 11a. When you get to 15, these are ones where you can draw your picture, right? Like draw your triangle. If they give you inverse sine of 2/3, that's telling you oh, that's a terrible picture. 2/3 means opposite is 2 and hypotenuse is 3. So you can solve for this side. And then this is your angle. Find the cotangent of that. Okay, so these shouldn't take too long to do. When you're done with this, I want you to work in your Unit 2 packet. You should be able to finish most of those questions, right? Like we've learned everything now. So you should be able to do that. And I feel like look back at quizzes to do that, look back at homework to do that, especially look at the 7-6 stuff to do that. And then tomorrow we'll talk about questions that we have on this and work on this packet a little bit more. And then we'll have a quiz on Friday over 7-6. I'll also give you your quizzes back tomorrow. Okay, so use your time wisely, get this done. Also, you can work on some Khan Academy if you get done with time to spare.